Hello everyone, and welcome to Red Raptor Writes. This past summer, the latest installment in the Jurassic series, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, was released to, let's just say less than stellar reviews, and now it's out on Blu-ray. Meanwhile, the original is still beloved to this day by millions, and I like The Lost World too, don't kill me. So then, why is this? Why is the first film, or two, so good, while Fallen Kingdom is, well... I can go into how the characters are treated, the special effects, the score, and the themes and messages of the films, but I'm sure those already have been covered enough. One huge thing that separates the old from the new is simple. It's right in front of you. The dinosaurs. The way the newer, suckier films approach their dinosaurs is vastly different than the originals. And for the sake of the argument, let's just assume The Lost World is good, at least in this regard, because that's a whole nother discussion for another day. So, without further ado...
My name is Adu!
Let's dig this up.
Come on, I won't hurt you. Mommy! Daddy, you've got to come see this! I found something!
I guess the best place to start is with 2015's soft reboot, Jurassic World. JW actually had only some, noteworthy moments, even though I love to endlessly obliterate it. There's an underlying theme here that explores what dinosaurs truly are. Claire and Dr. Wu just view them as freaks of nature, brought to life in a lab for the purpose of making mad cash. Can't blame them. But over time, in one of the movie's very few and far between good moments, Claire realizes that, oh, these are normal animals after all. No different than a horse or your pet Fluffy.
Just think of it as kind of a big cow.
We see these gentle creatures then contrasted with an actual freak of nature made for just boosting ticket sales, the Indominus Rex, who basically embodies the mainstream perception of these creatures as just freakish monsters when that's far from reality. Nice, but this all gets thrown out the window when everyone becomes an action movie monster for the big building smashing duel. Now, it's not just I-Rex that's your typical mainstream perception, but the Rex, Raptors, and Mosasaurus, real animals. So, while everyone was cheering in the theaters, I was facepalming myself into a concussion. By the way, Jurassic Park 3 makes the same mistake, but let's not stir up that controversy again. Sadly, things got a lot worse once the sequel came around. Now there's not simply a dichotomy between monsters and dinosaurs. No. Instead, there are now good guy and bad guy dinosaurs.
Here, please hit me as hard as you can.
Shrek it, they even have official names now. Like Blue the Deinonychus. Yes, it's Deinonychus, not Velociraptor, shut up. Apparently, the Tyrannosaurus in both JW films is the same one from 1993, and has been nicknamed by the fans Rexy. And even the Brachiosaurus we saw in the smoke at the end of Fallen Kingdom's first act is the exact same one Grant and Ellie saw. Why? Why do the dinosaurs individually need to be recurring characters? What does that add? But it gets even worse. Again, there are now good and bad dinosaurs. That sounds like a joke, I know. How can you categorize animals as good and bad? By what moral standard are we holding animals to? Well, Blue somehow knows who the protagonists and antagonists are, and fights the villains while dodging explosions like a Schwarzenegger-esque action movie star, while constantly saving our protagonists. Rexy 2, gosh, I just got 7 forms of cancer from saying that name, takes the time out while running from a volcanic eruption to save Star-Lord from a Carnotaurus for no other reason than a dramatic shot for the trailer. Then, she comes out of absolutely nowhere in the end to finish off our antagonist, Eli Mills. How many times in the series has she saved the day by now? Ugh, this is getting out of hand. It's such stupid writing. Dinosaurs are just animals. They don't care who the good guys and bad guys of the movie are. At the start of the series, the dinosaurs were just the big velociraptor, the sick triceratops, the mommy Rex, and the daddy Rex. They didn't need to become their own named characters like Lassie. There were no good ones and bad ones, just animals. They didn't have moral compasses. They couldn't empathize with people. They weren't characters because, that's what the humans were for. The people were the characters who carried the films, not the dinosaurs. You got Dr. Grant, an old-fashioned paleontologist who enjoys digging and hates kids. Over the course of the film, he finds himself in the role of father figure and begins to like it. The Lost World has Roland Tembo, a man obsessed with thrill-seeking who went on dangerous hunts just for the pure thrill of it, only to learn in the end that there's more to life than getting the latest and greatest adrenaline rush. In these two Jurassic Park movies, we love the characters, seeing them interact with each other, and debate the big moral questions. You don't get well-written, layered, down-to-earth characters and performances like these anymore. So, to compensate, let's just give the dinosaurs names and make them the center of attention. Also in the originals, the dinosaurs acted like the normal animals they are, or were in real life, are in the films. Just look at some of these moments.
Direction changes, just like a flock of birds evading a predator.
These are genuine moments showcasing animalistic behavior. They really humanize the dinosaurs, or animalize them, I guess. I mean, just look at The Lost World. For the entire movie, it showcases how dinosaurs weren't just careless brutes, but loving parents with loving families. Far from movie monsters like Godzilla, we don't get these anymore. Instead, we get this. And this. And of course, this. Back in the originals, yes, there were a few moments of just pure dinosaur fun, but for the most part, these creatures were used as vehicles to explore the themes of the films. Like, for example, the Brachiosaurus represented the dream of Jurassic Park, the wonder and greatness of it all. It stuns the protagonists in the beginning, but is what John Hammond ultimately has to learn to let go of. The last sounds we hear on the island are the Brachies trumpeting to one another as Hammond takes one last look at his creation. The Dilophosaurus was the unpredictability of the park. Nobody knew what it was capable of, spitting poison. InGen tried to control animals it didn't even fully understand. Their ignorance was a fatal mistake. I can keep going with the Rex and Raptors, but you get what I'm saying. In the World films, the dinos aren't a mean to an end. The dinosaurs themselves are the ends. There's no attempt to explore or follow through on interesting ideas. It's mostly just mindless dinosaur action. Like the Carnotaurus versus Sinoceratops bit. It added absolutely nothing to Fallen Kingdom, but was thrown in there anyways because more dinosaur action. Instead of the heartbreaking, thought-provoking, and intense character moments of the original, we just get non-stop dino action all in your face, but that's not what the series was ever about. Well, until 3. The Jurassic World movies have many problems, like underdeveloped characters, an overabundance of bad CGI, horrible villain plots, and a lot of tell don't show storytelling. But among those huge ship-sinking problems is the dinosaurs. The Jurassic World movies simply don't understand dinosaurs. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, to smash that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video.